I texted her.
Yeah, it was 2015.
Yeah,
it sounds so long ago.
I didn't expect to do it, but couldn't stop it.
No, not anymore. You actually put us in a group chat first.
And then just removed the other person from the group chat. And then
We met 8.5 years ago during the summer of 2015. We were both at New Student Orientation at Texas State. He was on the baseball team and I was on the water ski team. During New Student Orientation, those that were in different positions on sports clubs were sent to recruit. And it just so happened that our tables were set up next to each other. Since I was on the water ski team, we had this like little rocking thing to show people what it feels like to ski.
I remember sitting at the table and she invited me over to try the little, it's like a wakeboard, but it's like a cylinder with a board on top to go back and forth.
He was very shy. Were you interested at the time? You were quiet.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm always quiet around new people, so.
I put my name and number down on their sign-up sheet, and I was like, yeah, I'll play.
And we were like, a girl signed up for our baseball team.
It was so he would have my number and we'd see if he called or didn't call. And
after she held my hands on there, that's whenever I started to like her. So I texted her and it went from there.
We started talking, really started hanging out when school got back in session in the fall. Made a super financially irresponsible decision and bought a dog together.
I had to live at my house because she was in the dorms.
I was in the dorms still. Dating at the time. I was just like, this dog is super cute. And so we got Coda, and he lived with Brennan, and then I ended up moving in with him, and we started dating December 4th of 2015, and we've lived in like 8 different apartments. From then we had Coda, and then we got Entei, our other Siberian Husky, and lived all over San Marcos, moved to Houston, and that's it. When we got engaged, even before then, I always told Brennan, I was like, I want to do a destination wedding. That was always the thing. And so once we were engaged, we were like, okay, let's start looking. And so you wanted to go to?
I wanted to go to Switzerland. And that was my big thing of wanting to do, but looking up everything in Switzerland, you had to do a public place and there was gonna be random people in there. So we were like, okay, well, we need to start looking outside of Switzerland.
Yeah.
And so then we looked at Italy.
Looked around Lake Como time, and we were originally looking in June of 24, but then everything in Lake Como was either really expensive or it was gonna be crowded for certain venues and stuff, and I was like, okay, no. But we had a friend from college, her name's Camden. She actually got married here, and I remembered seeing all of her photos from here, and they were gorgeous. And so I told Brennan, I was like, well, what about France? And he's like, well, what do you mean? So I showed him Dustin and Camden's photos, and he was like, they looked really great. reached out to Cynthia and we kind of got everything going. And yeah, now we're here. Okay, let's do it there.
Yeah. I don't know. She already said everything.
No, I didn't say everything. I was definitely anxious in the foyer waiting to open the doors.
Nervous, anxious.
But I wasn't anxious like nervous, it was like excited, because I've been waiting for this for 8 years. It was like, finally. And then I could kind of hear the music through the door. The song that we had picked for me to walk down the aisle, he actually didn't know I had picked it. You had originally thought it was something from Twilight, but I actually ended up changing it a couple weeks ago to a Taylor Swift song that we both kind of really resonate with. And so I heard the crescendo, and I was like, okay, you can't cry, because you can't mess up your makeup. And so when I walked out, I was like, oh, okay, it's happening. And then when he finally turned around, and I could tell from like down the aisle, he was like trying to keep it together.
It flew by so fast, honestly. Like, I remember standing there for 1 second, and whenever I turned around, I saw her, and then all of a sudden, she was next to me. I didn't even see her walk all the way down the aisle. It just seemed like it happened so quick. And
if he cries, I'm gonna cry. But then he was like bawling. Your eyes are really red rimmed.
I don't know what I said up there. It just all happened in a blur.
I always joked with him. I was like, you better cry or I'm gonna turn back around. But you did.
When the song came on, that's whenever it hit me.
Yeah.
So.
I'm happy that we've done what we've done. And I think if I was to tell something to our kids is, just do it. Like, if you want to do it and you're really passionate about it, or it's something you really want and you set your mind to it, then just do it. I really wanted this, and I really wanted to travel and experience the world with you, and so I said, screw it. We're gonna do it, and we'll go, and we'll figure it out, and if we freeze in the snow, we freeze in the snow. But it was good. It was good. It was exciting to be able to be at that moment after all this time and after everything that we've kind of been through and grown through, and to finally be able to say, okay, we've done it, we've made it. You just gotta get through the vow part, and the rest is a piece of cake. But just take risks and try new things, and you know, you never know if the person you speak to might be the person who becomes your person, so.
I don't say things are perfect often, but this whole experience has been perfect.